Do you find yourself regularly looking like this? The point being that nowadays nearly everyone has this thing, and no matter who you are, you're going to need to use one at some point, whether that's now for things like online banking, or you tap your phone to purchase things, a card instead. Mobile phones are taking over. The problem is now is that people are disconnecting from the real world. You can see that as people are glued to their screens, and if you ask anybody, when was the last time you asked someone their screen time, it's always going to be, at least 4 hours. I guess that's a sixth of your day. And considering that 8 hours of those you sleep, it's like a quarter of your day nearly on your phone. They're also taking over people's minds, and especially young people's minds. Yes, they have pros where things can be accessed quicker and easier, and you can do things from further away and contact people who may live in different countries. However, there's also a side of negatives, which can also be just as substantial. And what a lot of people don't realise is that these apps, all these social medias, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, they all make their app as addicting as possible. So they hook you onto it. It's like shorts, YouTube shorts or Instagram reels or TikToks. The reason they're so addicting is because they have short videos, which makes people think that they're watching a quick short video. So they're getting just as much information in a shorter time, but in fact, they're so addicting that people watch so many of them that in fact a video would be shorter, and it ends up people are just, before they know it, they've been scrolling for half an hour going through these 30-second clips. The damages that social media can do is, the first big thing is of course comparison. If you follow anyone, you will get recommended stuff that's similar. So let's say you follow some bodybuilder who's got this amazing body, you get similar posts like him, and then before you know it, your entire feed, you're just scrolling people with these unreal 10 out of 10 bodies that might not even be obtainable naturally, and it just messes with your head, and then you look at yourself in the mirror and go, I don't look anything like that, and it lowers your self-esteem. That's the thing, is that you see all these amazing bodies on social media, but if you go out, take a foot outside, and you'll find that the chances are you won't even find someone who looks close to them. And if you do, there'll be, you count down the palm of your hand how many people you'll find that look like that. Similar to the whole body thing about thinking people's bodies are amazing. School friends, a lot easier in school, you have school friends that be posting on social media, and you'll see, they'll post like once a week with them at a party or something. They look like they're having a great time and all. But something that you have to remember is, if you look at someone who's taking a picture, they'll sit there, smile for the camera, and as soon as they do, face just drops back to normal. As soon as the phone goes down, smile drops and back to normal, and they're sitting there just looking bored and sad like any other person. What social media is a highlight reel. So you could find that someone would post like once every week of something that they've done in their week, and they do that consistently for a year, and you think, wow, this person has an amazing life, they're doing all these things. When in fact, for all you know, they could be sitting in their room for 6 days of the week, and then they go out for 3 hours and party. And this is the absolute worst one. We've all encountered it whenever people start boasting about their followers, like, oh, I have 5,000 followers, and you're like, oh, f*** off. Nobody cares. If you wanted to just go follow 20,000 accounts, and then I'm sure you might get the odd follow back, and that's how you get all your followers. Like, it is the most irrelevant thing ever. People act as if, it has their follower count falling above their head. It's just stupid. Honestly, I think everybody needs to try at least get rid of it for a few days, preferably a week. Like, you will not regret it at all. But you always have the same excuses from people where they're like, oh, but I literally can't, like, I've got to contact people on this and that and whatever. If you have Instagram, there's probably some third-party app you can download that will only let you message it, like, as a messenger on Instagram. Or if Facebook has a messenger, use Facebook Messenger. There'll be some way you can contact them. Like, that's just a excuse. Everybody needs to try get rid of it, and you'll see you'll free up so much time as well, and your screen time will drastically reduce. And what it does, like, for you mentally is, you have to try it. I can't even explain it. You have to try it and see it for yourself. You'll find you have so much time, you have so much free time in your day where you would have been scrolling on your phone. I would really encourage people to at least experiment, at least try and delete social media, even for a week or so. What I always find, and you don't even realise it, is whenever I get rid of like Instagram, I'll have Instagram like a folder on my phone, and you'll find that whenever you delete it, you open your phone up and you'll naturally just swipe and open the folder, and it's only that you realise when Instagram's not there. You're like, I do this all the time, like please just try it, just delete it, and just see how many times you would just, without even thinking, just instinctively swipe the Instagram whenever you've got nothing going on and you're just like, even if you're standing or whatever, you just swipe and go to Instagram or Snapchat or whatever social media you use. Like if you delete it, you'll catch yourself so many times. Eventually after a week or two, you stop doing that. So yeah, a bit of a shorter video today, sorry about that, but I haven't been posting in 3 weeks or so. I've just been started up school again, so it's hopefully me back into the schedule, uploading once a week. But yeah, thank you for watching, and remember, get rid of that social media. But see you in a bit.